Where will you spend eternity? Heaven or hell? I want to know, my friend. Where will your life now end? Where will you spend eternity? Will it be heaven or hell? No one can run, no hide. So now, my friend, you must decide. Where will you spend eternity? Heaven or hell? Wow. Hello. There's a blessing to come your way again.
Yeah, it's
Another week here.
Yeah.
Another week here.
We are glad to be back. And remember that this is the
Rev Show.
And if you have not yet subscribed to our channel, we want you to hit that button. This is our vision, is to share knowledge of marriage, pre-marriage, post-marriage with all of you. And it's all about reality, and not fictions. With us, you have nothing but reality.
It's been 16 years of marriage.
Yeah.
Those experiences will bring forth so that we can share them with you. I know that there are some behind us, and I know very well there are some ahead of us. And we know we have colleagues out there.
Yeah.
So we have all that in mind.
Yes, we do.
It's only a privilege to be here to share knowledge with you on marriage.
The things we've learned along the path in the past 16 years. The highs,
16 years.
the lows, the mid. We've seen it all, trust me.
16 years.
God has helped us. So tonight, we are here to talk about marriage and hobbies.
Yes.
That's one of our
marriage and hobbies.
Yes.
Alright, so you heard me playing the keyboard.
Yeah,
you heard Joy singing. We both eventually sang together. Yes, so singing is our hobby. Playing the keyboard is a hobby.
Yeah.
These days I'm not being able to play the keyboard more because I preach more, I prepare more sermons, write more books, try to create content. And so playing keyboard, it's diminishing a bit, but it's a hobby. So during my leisure time, we try to get into it.
Yeah.
Those of you that know me very well, especially my friends from Nigeria, you know that music is my thing. Most people don't know that music is my thing. They think I'm just preaching and teaching. Most people don't know that I love music.
Yeah.
I even went to a music school, if you have no idea.
So it's one of our hobbies that we share together. And this really laid a platform for our relationship from the beginning. It was through the choir we met.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's a serious pillar of our relationship. Through the choir we met.
I salute Reverend Dr. Kenneth Wale.
Yeah, my pastor, our pastor.
Reverend Dr. Kenneth Wale, salutes from Accra, Ghana to you in New York.
It's been a while.
It's been a while, we miss you.
Sure. And I want to say thank you so much to Apostle Shoulders.
Apostle is a big brother.
Yeah.
Apostle is a big brother to me.
Yeah.
Apostle is a father to me. Apostle is a mentor to me. Apostle is a pastor to me. I have a whole package in one.
Yes.
And that is an apostle.
Yeah.
Sure. And like big sister, the wife, Pastor Belinda Shoulders. Great singer, great leader, great motivator. I'm telling you. Shout out to you. We love you. Apostle, we love you.
We love you.
Woman of God, we celebrate you.
Oh, Auntie Belinda, you've been everything.
You see, we call her Auntie Belinda, we call her big sister, we call her pastor, we call her, she's everything.
And they did help.
They helped us.
This platform of singing, playing and singing.
Yeah.
This was really the bedrock of our relationship.
Yeah.
And this is one thing we've kept on since then through courtship into marriage. And it's one hobby we have really married together. So tonight we want to talk to you about hobbies and marriage, and how even if your hobbies are not the same, you can marry them together,
Yeah.
and how you can, I mean, maintain your hobbies such that your communication doesn't break.
Yeah.
This is the reason. We realize that when people marry, because they are under one roof, okay, so previously you meet time and time, you have a lot to talk about, and you go back to your various homes, but you get married and now it's like you've seen it all, you know it all. When the person leaves for work, you are away. A person comes out, no, there is no, oh hello, I just got to work, hello, I'm back at home, hello, this happened in my office. You practically knows everything. So when you're not careful, communication starts diminishing in marriage. Tonight we are here to share with you what we have personally done. I mean, not only personally done, but things that have been proven that can really help you maintain your hobbies and still communicate and not lose that vibe of wanting to see that person.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So I have a definition here. I went to Google, tried to find out the meaning of a hobby, and this is the definition I got. It says an activity done regularly in one's leisure time for pleasure. All right.
Yeah.
So exactly this is it for us. For me, playing the keyboard, singing, writing songs is actually one of my hobbies, and we do that during. I do that during leisure times, for pleasure. Then again, not only for pleasure for myself, but then again, because of the love I have for my maker, I try to write some of these songs so that I give God all the glory, even during my leisure time. I want to make sure I'm pleasing God. I want to make sure I'm honoring Him with my life and with everything. The good news is that when I met my wife, Joy, she also had the passion for music. And so, okay, so hobby is something you do during your leisure time. And so the blessing I found in here was that, okay, so during my leisure time, during her leisure time, there's something we can do together. We have a common ground, and that is, okay, music. I'll play the keyboard and she sings. Or sometimes I play the keyboard and we sing together. Sometimes I do a song and then we do together.
Yeah, this particular song, you did the chorus.
Exactly.
We composed it.
Exactly.
We did it together. It's a song he composed.
So I have a lot of songs I have composed, and that's it. So our leisure time we'll try to fill in as much as I appreciate the fact that there are some hobbies that maybe you would want to do alone.
Yeah.
We want married couples to really understand that there are times you have to give the other person a little privacy.
Space.
That little space, yes. For the person to do what they love doing, sometimes to de-stress, and sometimes, to have the pleasure you want to have in their space, all right? And so let's say I in my leisure time, I want to write a song, all right? And maybe Joy doesn't want to write a song, and she wants to, let's say, sleep, all right? Because sometimes she loves sleeping just for leisure and for pleasure. She just want to sleep. So we are two opposite people.
Yeah,
I can't sleep during the daytime. No, it's not possible. It's very difficult for me to sleep.
But when I
during
want
the daytime, but she can sleep, and I envy her, and I become jealous. I'm like, oh, how can she be sleeping? How? But so during that leisure time, that I need that concentration to be able to do what I love doing. She gives me that space to be able to do that, and then I should give her that space to be able to rest. But then one thing we love to do, because in marriage, when you do things together, the bond becomes stronger.
Yeah.
And so one thing we do together that increases our bond during our leisure time is what you are saying.
Yeah.
Even though we are very busy people, we are two busy people, but then it's something we would love to do any day, anytime we have the time.
Yeah. So, as Rev said, this is not to take away your personal time. We are not saying that if you don't have the same hobbies when you get married, crash your personal hobbies and take up. But you could have your space and have your own hobby. What makes you happy? But then you equally, as a couple, need to develop one hobby that will bring the two of you together. Because I don't know the ladies whether you realize, I mean, the men don't talk too much. They don't talk too much. And sometimes it's in spending time with them that you get them talking.
Exactly.
So for example, your husband likes watching movies. You don't like watching movies.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You need to create an interest intentionally to watch the movie. This is the reason. Because as you watch, you can be like, what happened? He will talk.
Yeah.
What is that? He will say, how could you? You see, he will start opening up and talking because at that point you are enjoying with him what makes him happy. So he begins to open up and talk to you. So enjoying the hobby of your husband is one of the ways you can get him to open up. So it's very much advantageous for the two of you to find one hobby that you can do together. Because it brings about pleasure, it throws out tension. Whatever the person is going through, the person will just get it off their head and just be real and happy, and you also get to chat with a very happy person without worries. So developing a hobby together is important. We are not saying ignore the one you have, but find one hobby. I know couples who play Scrabbles. I know some who go swimming together. These were not things both like, but they had to find another one. Some go walking together. You just take a walk.
That reminds me
once
of
a
Miles
week.
Monroe, who will always do the jogging by the beach. And then, because the wife, Dr. Miles Monroe of blessed memory was a very busy person. If you check his schedule, was always very tight. If you wanted to book Dr. Miles Monroe, you have to do that like 2 years. 2 years in advance. To be able to get him. And so he said that when he goes for his jogging, because the wife wants to talk and communicate with him, the wife buckles up his own canvas, joins him on the jogging field, and as they both jog together, they talk.
Yeah.
So the whole idea is to promote communication.
Yeah.
The whole idea is to promote communication. The whole idea is to bond better. And so it'll be fun having pleasure, and bonding. That's the whole idea, because then there's no tension. Everybody has loosened up.
Yeah.
And then people can just be themselves. And then speak out their mind and all that and all that.
And
laughing
together is fun.
Yeah.
And then you get to see the other person laugh carelessly. Careless laugh, it tells you the person has no worries. It's fun. So tonight we want to suggest to you, if you don't yet have a hobby together, please find one.
Yeah.
Find one. You can sit with your spouse and discuss some of the things you can do together. You bring them up and agree on one and start doing them together. You come to appreciate the magic of you doing something together, so that there are people married but they are independent. This is the reason. Because they do nothing together. Each person has a different occupation. They go to work, do their bits, come back. Some even end up don't eat together. They eat alone. Then you see that the only
some even don't sleep together. They sleep in different rooms.
But the only time they get to do something together is make love. And you ask yourself that, why should that be just a thing in a marriage? So you must find other things so that each partner feels more valuable.
Exactly.
More valuable.
Exactly. So that's what we are trying to push today. That's the agenda for today's video.
Yeah.
That you sit down, assess yourself. There's a common ground somewhere.
There's a common ground.
That's what even brought you together.
Yeah, think of it.
And so think of it. Think of a hobby you can have together.
Something you guys
and
like
enjoy
together. Sitting by the beach together.
Just do it
Watching
together.
the waves.
Maybe reading a movie, reading a storybook together.
Yeah.
One person reads the first page, the other person reads the second page. One person reads a chapter, the other person reads the next chapter. You talk about the movie in your leisure time. The book in your leisure time. As you read, you talk about it, and there's something to talk about. So we don't want to hide this away from you.
Yeah.
It has helped us.
Yeah.
And if you will look at it very well, there's a benefit in there that maybe will not be able to express all to you till you get involved into it. Then you will understand, and then you will thank us later.
Yes. So find a hobby together, not individually alone, but together. Find something and do together, and inbox us the feeling.
Yeah,
The
let's
feeling
get to
when you
know.
did it
Let's get to know.
together. Inbox us. We are interested in knowing how these videos have been helping you so far.
Exactly. Now listen, if this video was informative, then watch the previous videos. If this video has been a blessing in any way, if it was educative, if you learned anything from it, then I recommend the previous videos, because
we are building up.
We are actually building up. And so go in there, watch them, leave a comment, like, share to groups, share to pages. Let's build this community together.
Yeah.
We believe that together we can change a lot of lives.
Yeah.
Because there are friends that need to watch this video. We might never meet them, but you know them, they are your friends. So let this video reach them. Let them know that hobbies can also make a great difference in their marriages and in their lives as well. We call it an icing on the cake.
Okay.
We call it spicing your marriage.
Okay.
We love you,
Wow.
but God loves you more.